Sports. Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the East Carolina Pirates. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the East Carolina Pirates will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Turns it on in midfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the running back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game
And that pass is intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Makes one man miss. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense getting set for first down. Power football with the run. At the 20, he's got space. Pulled down for the tackle. And on 2nd down for this offense. They'll try the run. Smashes through. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. On the ground, it's Henry. That's the kind of play that can really get you going. Down at the 43.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, East Carolina. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
To the ground with the back. Nifty little dance step. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throwing right. He was able to come down with the pass, but not in bounds, so it'll be a turnover on downs. Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. From the gun, running back on the move. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Terrapins in the hurry-up.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down and run. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. At the 15, he's loose. And he's running in the open. The 40, the 30, running inside the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got... And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Running back goes in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He's going to run it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. At that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it, but if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That back got thumped, and that happened fast. That linebacker got in there so quick.
And the most important thing for the back, when you see that coming, make sure that football is riveted to your rib cage.
You lose the football, you lose the ability to carry the football. Coaches are going to give that squarely to somebody else.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on 1st down. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Still on his feet at the 45. Off he goes. The 20. after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Pulled down after a pickup of 3 balls at the 13. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, ECU! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Pressure coming. Picked off.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the...
Nothing but green ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Terrapins will hustle to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Grab near the marker, it's Hawkins. Gets away from one, he's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's open. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Off the play fake. Now improvising. He throws into the middle of the field. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. Pulls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. And here's the third interception of the night. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, East Carolina. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Makes his man miss. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Second down coming up.
Looking to throw on second down. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
And the Pirates will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Finds his big tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Grab behind the line. It's Roy.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Gonna run it. It's Roy. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Give to the back. Dances away again. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Hawaii ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Leaves it with the running back. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fights off a defender.
Ball carried by the running back. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the left. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. The play action fake. He's moving out of the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
They're working that left side. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Now, a 4th down.
Try to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? First down here for the offense. Looking for a gap. It's Roy. Can't get him to the ground. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something.
Throws toward the end zone. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
At the 35, he's got room. Oh, look out. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Pirates. And the beatdown has ensued. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. At the 40, there he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
2-9 Philly. Ready, go. Ready.
To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He caught it! And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Trying to get to it. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Moving away from pressure. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Now on second down. The give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Pirates will have it first and 10. The run to the right. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now sliding to his left. Touchdown, ECU! And the stomping has commenced. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
325.
He's going to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third down, he drops to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Oh, what a move to get open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on first and 10. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. Looking for space, it's Hartman. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're bringing heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And here's the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback moving. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody.
And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. On first down from the 13-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Maryland! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 11 to UNLV.
comes out throwing on first down.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get it first.
He's off to the races. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll throw it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start.
He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Line gets set. First down. Running back searching for a hole. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to